Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beany and I'm a lived experience coach that specializes in domestic and narcissistic abuse. If you've found yourself here, you're likely trying to make sense of a relationship that left you feeling drained, confused, and maybe even unworthy of love. I see you, I hear you, and I want you to know it's not your fault. Today, we're going to break down all the different ways that a narcissist loves and how that love is not real. We're going to talk about what their motives are and what their version of love is. And kind of the idea behind why this is so important for you to know is it's all about radical acceptance, which is one of the beginning stages of healing and kind of breaking that trauma bond with this toxic person. So if you have ever felt trapped in a cycle of intense highs and devastating lows, or if you've questioned whether your partner truly cared about you, then this video is for you. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the alert bell so that you never miss a weekly video, and let's dive in. Okay, the hook that pulls you in, love bombing. This is when your partner bombards their significant other with grand romantic gestures, texting constantly, and calling, telling you that they're your soulmate. So we've all heard about the beginning stages of a narcissistic relationship, right? And that's the love bombing stage. So this is where it all feels like a fairy tale. You are showered with intense affection, gifts, time, promises of forever. So if they said things to you like, I've never felt this way before, or we were meant to be, or I've never been with anyone like you. Or maybe they're planning your long-term future together within days or weeks. This is love bombing. But real love does not need to be rushed. This isn't romance, it's a trap. The goal for them, to get you emotionally hooked before the mask slips off. And another way a narcissist loves is by using control disguised as love. So a partner who insists on knowing your passwords, maybe dictates what significant other wears or isolates them from friends, that is control. A narcissist will claim that they're protecting you when really they're just controlling you. And it might start subtly by saying things like, I don't like the way that guy looks at you, or your friends don't really have your best interest at heart. So if you've ever been guilted for maybe spending time with loved ones or made to second guess your decisions, that was their way of controlling you, not loving you. This tactic is so often disguised as them trying to protect you. And before you know it, you're isolated and walking on eggshells. It's not love. That is just them taking ownership and possessing you. Okay, the next one. A narcissist's love is very conditional. You not only need to earn their approval, but the amount of attention you receive from them is a direct correlation between how much you get from them. Oh, well, hi, Penny. So healthy love is unconditional. You don't have to perform to become worthy of it. But a narcissist's love, it's always conditional. The moment you stop feeding their ego, they withdraw their affection. If you don't obey, then you get punished with maybe coldness or passive aggressive or outright cruelty. If they only treated you well when you met their expectations, that was manipulation and not love. Okay, so in addition to that, narcissist love is also all about being on an emotional roller coaster. Hot, cold behavior is the norm. This looks like your partner maybe being affectionate one day, then distant and critical the next. They build you up, they tear you down. One day they're your biggest fan, the next they're emotionally unavailable or even cruel. This cycle keeps you chasing that approval, wondering what you did wrong. But here's the truth. You didn't do anything wrong. Their love was never stable. If you have found yourself constantly anxious, maybe wondering when the next wave of affection or rejection would come, That was toxic, not love. Okay, the next one. Narcissistic love includes devaluation and discard. You may feel like you are never enough. A partner who maybe once idolized you, but now maybe nitpicks and criticizes and treats you as if you are worthless is devaluing you so that they can eventually discard you. At first, you were everything to them, but over time, they started to see flaws that they made sure to highlight and criticize and use against you. And when you no longer are useful, they discard you, either by ghosting you, cheating, or finding a replacement. So if your partner suddenly lost interest in you or made you feel like you were never good enough, that was emotional abuse, not love. Everything comes with a price with a narcissist's love. Their love is very transactional. A partner maybe gives a gift, but expects constant gratitude and favors in return. A narcissist never gives freely. There's always a hidden cost. If they helped you, they expected something in return. And if not reciprocated, trust me, you'll hear about it. If they have said things to you like, after all I have done for you, this is how you repay me, that was conditional love, not love. Real love isn't about keeping score, but for them, everything is transactional. A narcissistic love is also very self-serving. It is always about them. A partner maybe dominates conversations or makes everything about their needs and emotions. They didn't love you. They loved how much you made them feel. Your happiness, yeah, that didn't matter unless it benefited them. If you were hurting, but they needed attention, your pain, I'm sure, was ignored. If you needed comfort, they made sure that it was all about their struggles instead. If you feel like you were constantly giving but never receiving, that was one-sided, not love. A narcissist's love is also manipulative love, and it is designed to control you. Your partner may kind of twist your words or use guilt trips and maybe gaslight you. This is their way of using guilt and fear and confusion to make you doubt yourself. Twisting words, making you feel crazy, and keeping you emotionally trapped. If they've ever said, oh, you're too sensitive, or that never happened, that was gaslighting, not love. The only thing consistent about love from a narcissist is how inconsistent they are with it. You likely never knew where you stood. They will keep you confused by shifting their expectations. They will change the rules constantly, making it impossible for you to feel safe. Their love was unpredictable, keeping you kind of off balance and emotionally exhausted. If you felt like you were always trying to get it right, but you never could, that was manipulation, not love. And finally, the last one is that narcissist love is a draining love. It leaves you feeling emotionally exhausted. A survivor looks emotionally depleted and constantly walking on eggshells. Narcissistic love does not nourish you, it drains you. Instead of feeling safe, seen, and supported, you feel empty, exhausted, and broken. Love is supposed to heal, not harm. If you're feeling drained, that's a sign that it was never love in the first place. Okay, so those are all the different kinds of narcissistic love. And before we wrap it up, I want to talk about why it's so important that you recognize each of these love tactics. See, one of the really important steps in the beginning stages of your healing is radical acceptance. Radical acceptance means fully acknowledging reality as it is without resistance. It means that you are accepting that a narcissist's love was never real love. It means that you are accepting that no amount of effort could have changed them, and that the only way to heal is to stop waiting for closure and start giving it to yourself. I know it's painful to hear. So often we end up holding out hope that if we just love them enough, if we explain ourselves better, if we prove our worth, maybe they'll finally love us the way we deserve to be loved. But that's not how it works. A narcissist's love was never about you. It was always about them. And the most powerful thing you can do is to stop chasing an apology, an explanation, or change that, quite honestly, will never come. When you radically accept this truth, something incredible happens for you. You free yourself from their control and you start taking your own power back. Instead of asking questions like, why didn't they love me? You start asking questions like, how can I love myself? Instead of feeling trapped by their rejection, you finally realize that you were never truly seen to begin with. And that means that their opinion of you was never valid in the first place. So I challenge you to accept what was so that you can reclaim what will be. Because real love, it's still out there. And most importantly, it starts with you. If any of this sounds familiar, please know you are not alone. Real love is safe, kind, and patient. You deserve that love that builds you up, not tears you down. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's video. If this helped you in any way, please like and comment and maybe share with somebody who might need to hear this as well. If you're on your healing journey, know that I am right here with you. Stay strong, stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, I'm rooting for you.